be in there. You obviously not. Which is a foul.
Okay. Yes, I did not think it was a foul.
Before that, too, there was the call on Alpi, the offensive foul. Seemed like maybe it was frustrations on multiple fronts piling up.
Yeah, a little bit, for sure. I'm usually, obviously, very good with the referees, so tonight was different.
What do you think of the fight that you guys had to come back and make an 8-point game there?
Really good fight. I mean, we were down and we gave up 80 in the first half and we were only down 12. And I just told him, like, hey, this is a point where we can either cut it to 8 or it could go up to like 16, 18. And it went up to 27. But we came back and fought and found the right combination of guys to just kind of get us going defensively, get some stops, which we needed so we can get out in transition and get into the paint and have less play calls and more like just driving kicks off of pace up the floor. So definitely proud of the guys for their fight and their grit and their kind of stick-to-itiveness.
What were the adjustments made to get those stops?
We stopped doubling Towns quite as much. Alpi was like, I want to guard him. So I said, okay, you want him, you got him. And he did a pretty good job on him. And we did a better job of like getting to their shooters. Early in the game, the ball was just moving so quickly and easily. And we just tried a little bit harder, made it a little bit tougher on them. And they shot, 66% in the first half. So odds are they're not going to shoot 66 in the second. It's just not, mathematically a thing. So we tried a little bit harder. The numbers were kind of with us, and Alpi decided he wanted to guard him one-on-one, which is great for a 19-year-old to want to guard one of the best players in the NBA one-on-one.
Can you talk about the aggressiveness of Josh Christopher tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he was really, really turning the corner quickly and getting to the rim. He got his little step back on the left-hand side. That's when I knew he was going. But yeah, him, Jalen, and Scoot all on the floor together, pushing and getting the ball into the paint and looking for each other can be pretty dangerous if we're spaced correctly, and we were tonight.
Coach, bigger best scorers, they have an ability to keep the rhythm going from game to game. Are you seeing that now with Jalen this season? His ability to pick things up quickly?
Jalen? Yeah, I mean, he's continuing to grow, and tonight he had 31 on only 18 shots, and that's kind of more normal. That's how it will be going forward, getting 25, however many shots he was shooting earlier, probably will be every once in a while, but him on 18 shots, getting 31 points, that kind of consistency and ability and growth, as you're talking about, is huge. He is really starting to get to where he knows he can get to it, and he's doing it.
How much about these last couple of games, even in addition to Jalen, you saw what Josh was able to do today, or even LP, how much growth have you just seen in this whole entire rookie class, even Garuba?
Yeah. I mean, Garuba did a good job out there. Rebounded the ball again. We were -1 when he was on the floor. He can switch. He's versatile. The whole class, the whole rookie class is growing, and that was one of the main things that we wanted from this season. It was their growth and their improvement, and each one of them is doing it in different ways, but it all comes back, as I continue to say, to the work, and they all are very good workers. They do it on the court, they do it in the weight room, they do it in the film room, and they continue to just show their competitiveness at a point of the season where we only have now 3 games left, and they're still giving it their all, which is great.
Coach, with the passion that you displayed at the end of the game, was that just due to the fact that you have a very young team, a very aggressive team, a team that gets to the basket a lot? You think that some of these calls are not being called because they're young and haven't been in the league long enough?
I'm not really gonna get into that to that one, but yeah, I mean, we're all competitors, and those guys are competitors, and I'm a competitor as well. So yeah, whatever it was, but yeah, I'm leaving it right there.
The turnovers that you guys had early, was that just trying to do too much too fast?
A little bit. We were getting into the paint, and Scoot was disappointed with his turnovers because he was getting into the paint and stopping, and he hadn't been doing that in the previous games. So he was a little bit disappointed, and I told him as he was coming off the court, I just pulled him aside. I was like, hey, you played 3 really good games with low turnovers and controlled the game. Stuff like this happens. It can't just flip a switch and all of a sudden you're not going to turn the ball over. You're not going to have games that are a little bit subpar. You're fine. So yeah, it was a multitude of things that led to turnovers, but you know, it was just one of those nights for us.
The moment that you just talked about that you had with Kevin Porter Jr., how important is that for you to go out your way to have that moment with him to kind of like, I guess, keep the spirits up?
Yeah, it's important for me because I ask a lot of these guys, and they need to know how I feel about them, and they also need to know that based on my experience, my 20 whatever years of experience, I've seen a little bit of everything. So what I saw tonight, I've seen year after year after year after year after year, and it's not just him that's going through it. So I try to pour into the guys that way. So it is important for me to kind of lean on my years of experience, the coaches I've coached with, my dad, whoever else, to pour into these guys and let them know like this is normal.